Welcome back to another inspiring chapter. Let's step right into his world. What happens when numbers collide with words? When boardrooms cross paths with verses? When balance sheets walk hand in hand with literature? Somewhere between the rigid equations of banking and the fluidity of poetry stands Sirajuddin Aziz. His story is not only about 40 years of global banking excellence, but also about the softer truths of leadership, writing, and thought. He is proof that a man can be both a strategist in finance and a poet in search of meaning. Born with a mind keen on precision, Aziz pursued his higher education at Karachi University, specializing in commerce. He excelled in subjects such as advanced accountancy, English, and business management, carefully building a foundation of thought and clarity. Later, he went further, completing his MBA in banking and finance from IBFAM, sharpening strategic instincts that would define his future in international financial corridors. But academics were just the start. The classroom gave him the structure. The world would soon give him the canvas. His career began in the late 1970s, in the pressure-filled back rooms of banking, operations, and treasury. Very quickly, he left the comfortable center and stepped into global assignments that shaped his leadership eye. In Lagos, Nigeria, he became corporate credit manager, handling risk in markets still unpredictable. By the 1980s, he was in Hong Kong, first as a regional training manager, later rising as a group manager for an international bank. The 1990s brought yet a bigger test. Aziz moved to China, becoming country manager for the Bank of Credit and Commerce International, BCCI, during its critical years, exposing him to the challenges and opportunities of giant markets opening to the world. These early decades were more than experiences. Each city gave him layers of insight. Nigeria taught risk, Hong Kong brought global precision, China offered transformation, and Pakistan remained the grounding anchor. As he moved deeper into Pakistan's banking structures, Aziz took executive positions at Union Bank and Metropolitan Bank, each role harder than the last, demanding both operational skill and strategic foresight. His decade at Union Bank gave him the reputation of a steady hand capable of stabilizing growth. The real push into prominence came with Bank Alfallah. As CEO and COO from 2006 to 2011, Aziz oversaw a massive branch expansion, crafted corporate governance frameworks, and cultivated a corporate culture of discipline and growth. Under him, Bank Alfallah solidified its rank among Pakistan's largest banks. Later, he ascended as president and CEO of Habib Metrobank, strengthening its institutional reputation. By then, Aziz's name was inseparable from the success stories of Pakistan's corporate banking sector. His journey did not end domestically. In Habib Bank AG Zurich, Switzerland, he took the role of CEO, Global Financial Institutions. Here, he held responsibility for global trade integration, cross-border relationships in 9 geographic regions, compliance frameworks, and global treasury. He also managed strategic HR and policy-level responsibilities, embedding his reputation as a leader not just of banks, but of ideas. With over 4 decades in banking, Aziz's professional backdrop includes operations, corporate banking, treasury, credit, and leadership roles across Pakistan, Nigeria, Hong Kong, the UK, the UAE, China, and Switzerland. In July 2023, the government of Pakistan recognized these capabilities by appointing him as the Banking Motasib of Pakistan, Ombudsman, through the Ministry of Law Justice's notification. His tenure, starting July 18, 2023, would continue for 4 years under the Federal Ombudsman Institutional Reforms Act, 2013. The role represents culmination. After decades spent inside banks, Aziz now stands above them, adjudicating fairness and accountability for Pakistan's financial system. Beyond executive office titles, Aziz built his reputation in governance. Certified as a director by the Pakistan Institute of Corporate Governance, he has sat for over 15 years on board committees across financial institutions. His role on boards was not passive. Rather, his governance expertise shaped policies, reforms, and compliance frameworks. He was instrumental as chairman of the All Pakistan Textile Mills Association, president of the Lahore Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and as chairman of the All Pakistan Cement Manufacturers Association, diverse roles that reflected his broad economic impact. On government-appointed boards like the Federal Export Promotion Board and State Bank's Central Board, Aziz's input was stitched directly into economic policy. Yet his life flows far wider than financial corridors. Aziz is also a fellow of the Institute of Bankers Pakistan, IBP, and for over a decade the editor of its journal, curating knowledge for Pakistan's banking fraternity. He became a member of the Pakistan Institute of International Affairs and the English-speaking Union of Pakistan, engaging deeply with national foreign policy debates, teaching forums, and discussion circles. In recognition of his service, Greenwich University awarded him an honorary PhD in financial management, and between 2013 and 2015, he was repeatedly listed among the top 100 performing CEOs and leaders of Pakistan. Education remains his passion. He regularly delivers lectures at universities, professional forums, and workshops, spreading his 4 decades of insight. But it is perhaps his identity as a writer-poet that makes him unique. Aziz has penned numerous books across disciplines, ranging from management to philosophy, reflections of Islam, and autobiographical notes. His works include In Quest of Mirage, Bittersweet Life, Times of Dad, Surab Ki Talash Mein, The Essence of Islam, Emerging Dynamics of Management, Handbook for Effective Management, Corporate Pakistan, Insight into Leadership. In addition, he frequently publishes articles in dailies, journals, and international magazines, spanning economics, foreign policy, management, and philosophy. He also appears regularly on televised debates to discuss topics like education, economy, and social systems, bridging academia with the public. This dual life, one of precision banking by day, reflective writing by night, makes him stand out in a world where businessmen often remain trapped in numbers alone. Aziz's recognitions are prestigious, yet his personal ethos earns equal admiration. The award of Sitara-e-Sar in 2006 by the president marked his service during national crisis, while his representation of Pakistan in debates, lectures, and conferences reveals a quiet patriot's pride. Even at the height of his career, Aziz nurtured his role as mentor, writer, and commentator, a rare blend of corporate strategist and public intellectual. So who is Sirajuddin Aziz? He is not only the banking Muhtasib of Pakistan, holding the industry accountable, but also the CEO of multinational banks, boardroom leader, policy shaper, writer of spanning works, poet of reflections, honorary doctorate holder, frequent lecturer, and mentor. His career, crossing banks in Nigeria, Hong Kong, China, and Pakistan, is not just a matter of corporate appointments. It is about shaping disciplines, embedding governance, and giving literature and society his voice. The story of Sirajuddin Aziz remains curiosity-driven because it dances on the edge of contrasts: banker yet poet, executive yet philosopher, strategist yet writer. Few stories merge such worlds together, and that is why his journey leaves behind not just numbers, but meanings.